Well, today's video is going to be a very special one, and it's good to be back. It's good to be around the mountain. It's good to be back on a snowboard. It's good to be in this gear, and it's just good to be out. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I have these fancy new goggles from OutdoorMaster. They were kind enough to send me a pair with a replacement lens as well for absolutely free of charge. It's not really a sponsored video. They sent me this, so I make a video about it. So there's no money involved. It's just they send me these cool goggles. So I'm going to talk about all the tech features that this goggles possess, and we're going to try out on the mountain as well. And I will compare it to these Oakleys that I have. I had these for a couple of seasons now, actually 3 seasons now. And we're going to compare it to this one and see how this holds up. So I think it's only fitting if I actually put these goggles on, then I tell you what's in the rest of the package. So let's do that, shall we? And there you go. So out of the box, as soon as you put it on, you can feel that it's very, very, very comfortable. Like all around the edges, there's really nice soft foam, but it holds everything in place. So comfort is definitely up there. I really like how it feels, how it fits on my face as well. There are no gaps anywhere whatsoever, not even here in the nose, which, you know, can be a problem for some people because we all have different, you know, nose shapes, and for some people it doesn't fit that well. But this one, definitely amazing. It feels really good. Even up here, there's no gap whatsoever, and it doesn't really move around. So it really holds your head and the goggles in place. So yeah, it's really nice. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is visibility. So I have these sunny kind of lenses, and everything is crystal clear. I can see all the small details that I have to see when I'm snowboarding. So that's definitely a plus. I'm gonna pull up my Oakleys in a different shot so you can see how that looks when I look at the mountain. And then I'm going to pull out these goggles as well from OutdoorMaster, and we're gonna compare the two goggles and how they hold up when it comes to the visibility test. Now, if you order a pair of OutdoorMaster goggles like this one, you do get a free lens that you can use during nighttime, which comes in this very handy bag with the OutdoorMaster logo on it, and it's very nice. It's really good material. It's very high quality. So this is something that I can definitely recommend so far, but we are not going to make any conclusions just yet. So once you open the package and the bag, there's like a little pocket in here as well where you can put more stuff, like other lenses if you have more, if you like to spend money. So yeah, this is just gonna throw this one away, and here's the holy grail basically. So this is another lens, and this is a clear one, so this is for night riding. Now the cool thing about these OutdoorMaster goggles is that it's very easy to swap the lenses. I'm gonna show you right now. So there you go, you can pull it off like this. It's all magnetic. So this is the one that I use for sunny days, and this is the one that I'm using when it's nighttime. So as you can see, you literally just do this and it pops on and it doesn't come off. It's kind of difficult to take it off at the beginning, but once you get used to it, it's actually a very handy feature to have. So yeah, this is definitely a plus, and it gives like that sort of like easiness to it. So when you're up on the mountain and the sun's going down and you're like using one of these shades, and you know it gets really dark and you can't really see, you can just pull these out of your pocket and chuck it on. Now these goggles do possess a color optimization technology, which is something that I'm not really qualified to explain, so let OutdoorMaster experts explain it to you and what it is.
All right, so color optimization, what does it mean? Check this out. To our eyes, the only things that are visible are between the spectrum of 400 and 700 nanometers. Before that, ultraviolet. After that, infrared. So the only things we're actually seeing is 400 to 700. What are the 3 main colors that our eye can only see? It's blue, green, and red. And depending on what surface you're standing on, we're right now talking about being on snow, the blue light is what's going to be hitting us the most. So what's that going to affect? If you're not wearing goggles and you're always looking at the blue light, and it's actually going to be appearing white. So you're looking at snow, you don't think it's blue, but in reality it's reflecting the sky, which is blue. If you're getting too much blue hitting your eyes, what's going to happen over time is going to create a curtain effect. which we kind of can see this right here. The moguls, the low spots, the hills, the shadows, the icy spots. Too much blue light hitting your eyes is gonna not allow you to see the contrast of those things. So obviously as you're bombing down the hill, you're gonna not see those and be able to react as fast. So we remember it's blue, green, red, but it all has to do with where it's hitting the retina. And the blue light is actually hitting the retina in front of it, green light closer to the retina, and red light behind it. So we need to find a way to lessen the amount of blue light coming in. And that's exactly what we did right here by allowing just the perfect amount of blue light to come in so that we can clearly see the contrast. So what OutdoorMaster has done is they found the perfect spot where these lights intercross, and they're still allowing a little bit of blue light to come through while still letting the green and red come through. So now we want to break down is the testing that we put our lenses through to reassure that there's only a certain amount of blue light coming through. And we do that by using the light spectrum machine. We're going to start out by comparing 3 of our competitors' lenses. All right, let's get started. What we're looking at here is the color spectrum of the white light, evenly distributed all the way across. Competitor A, look what happens when they just make the whole lens tinted gray. Really bad. Totally saturating all the light, totally eliminating everything you need, because you want to be able to see the red and green still coming through. But now comparing OutdoorMaster's lenses, check this out. Perfect amount of red light coming through, perfect amount of green, crisscrossing with the blue light, and just dipping down right at the right spot. So it's going to keep the visual really nice. Why all these different lenses are different colors, that's actually the key. OutdoorMaster having a pink tint to it, that is actually the key to reducing the blue curtain effect and enhancing the other colors, specifically being the green and red. So it's going to just be letting through just enough blue and enhancing the red and greens so that you can really see the contrast of the mountain.
Now, another cool thing about OutdoorMaster is that they are an actual sponsor of the US ski team. So that, really gives credibility to them, because a professional team, like a national team, is actually using this. So, that really gives them credibility, and it shows that it's a legit company and it's a legit brand and it's a legit product. Another thing that is very interesting and it's very impressive about these goggles is the anti-fog technology. Now, I am a sort of person that only pulls up the mask up here below my nose, so fogging up doesn't really affect me. But if you're a sort of person that likes to wear a full face mask and you cover your nose like this with the goggles over it, now fogging can be a problem. And OutdoorMaster went a step further, and they did what they call an Ultra Anti Fog coating, and that really helps with all the fogging up. So it takes much longer for these goggles to actually fog up, so you get to use them for longer without worrying about any sort of fog issues. Now, things like the UV protection and the OTG design are basics with OutdoorMaster goggles, and they actually really help you. So OTG, that basically stands for if you have prescription glasses, you can actually wear them underneath these goggles. And UV protection, I don't think I really need to explain that to you guys. So overall, very impressive, but I think we need to go up to the mountain, take a couple of runs, then I will let you know how they actually feel from a comfort perspective. There you go, top of the mountain. We're gonna go down on the beginner's trail because, well, I haven't been on a snowboard for over a year, so I need to, get back in the ropes. And yeah, basically that's what we're gonna do. Top of the mountain, looks very nice, so let's go, I guess. All right, so first run, beginner's slope. There isn't much speed on this slope. As you can see, I can still talk and you can still hear me. First impressions of the goggles, very comfortable, very clear vision. I can see everything, even to the side as well. Unlike my Oakleys, they do have a sort of edge that prevents me from seeing more. But with this one, this one doesn't have it. It's very comfortable, and I got a lot of vision. Everything is very, very clear. So gonna slow down for a little bit. Now, one thing that I did notice is that when I look at the trees, you know, on either side, they are so clear. But obviously when I take the goggles off, they become a bit like mushy, if you know what I mean. And it's a very interesting technology. You can see everything, even like the smallest details. And you know, when I look down on the snow as well, I can see the smallest details, like the smallest imperfections that I need to see, so I can make that like critical turn before I actually hit something that I don't want to hit. Side note, I got a brand new board. I got this K2 Tony Hawk kind of board. It's really good, it's amazing. But every single time you jump on a new board, a brand new board that's never been used before, you get this like weird feeling that it's like either too stiff or too soft. It doesn't turn the way you want it to turn. The edges are too sharp. It's weird, but it's amazing. It feels so good, this board. This was actually a birthday gift from my wife last year, because my birthday was in November. So yeah. Even when I'm riding in this like shade, so there are like shadows on the ground, it's still, everything is so crystal clear. Like you can still see like the smallest details even in the shadows. It's really good. You know, I am pleasantly surprised by the quality and all the tech that you can find in these goggles. And I'm not trying to upsell this one. You know, they did give it to me and they asked me to make a video about it. But honestly, so far, I don't see any issues. The only thing is the nose up here, but I have a weird nose. So I can sort of kind of feel that on the bridge here, there's a bit more like weight on it, but it's not, you know, unbearably uncomfortable. It's just something that I guess I need to use to. As being the first run, I can definitely feel the pain. Like this is one of the longest runs, I think, the beginner trail. I can definitely feel it in my legs. I can definitely feel the fact that I haven't been on a snowboard for over a year. I mean, I was skateboarding throughout the year last year, but that's not exactly the same, if you know what I mean. But like I said, it's good to be back. It's good to be on a board. It's good to be out. It's good to be doing what I love doing.